The first hole is a fairly gentle, inviting, short par 4 that doglegs downhill to the right. You will play downhill to a green that slopes towards you. The putting surface is protected by a beautiful oak tree behind it. The second hole is the shortest hole on the course. Distance control is very important on this hole. The green is heavily protected by deep bunkers that sit well below the putting surface. The two-tiered green will be a challenge. Enjoy the walk to the third hole as you look across Arastadero Preserve at beautiful hills of the San Francisco Peninsula. The third hole, which is a par 5, starts for all players as a forced carry over a native grass area. The dogleg right will feature a downhill second shot, setting up an uphill third shot, surrounded by a steep bank to the right and bunkers on the left. Hole 4 is a par 4 that will play much longer as it sweeps straight up the hill. The green is very difficult and will test you until your ball hits the bottom of the hole. A long par 3 over native grass, hole number 5, will also play slightly longer than the yardage suggests. It will test both accuracy and distance control. Trees protect the right side of the green, and deep bunkers will grab any shot headed left. Hole number 6 is a medium-length par 4 that will play steeply downhill, with water on the right, then climb to an elevated green protected by a slope in front of the putting surface. The green is fairly flat and deceptively slow from front to back. Hole number 7 is a winding par 5 for men and a par 4 for the women. The fairway climbs up the hill and bends at almost 90 degrees to the left. The green will reward you with an inspirational view across the bay. The climb to the clubhouse begins at hole number 8 with this long playing par 4. The green slopes from back to front. Take time to enjoy the views of the western hills. Hole number 9 is your journey up to refreshments that await you at the turn. This par 4 hole for men and par 5 for women will play longer than the yardage as the fairway climbs up the steep hill. The green slopes from the back to the front with sweeping views of Silicon Valley. back nine begins with a long par 4, hole number 10, protected by tall trees on the left and right. A beautiful lake is at the left dog leg, challenging the player. The green is fast with a severe slope from back to front. Hole number 11 is the longest par 3 on the golf course for men and will require a very accurate tee shot. The green slopes severely from back to front. The 12th hole will feel like you're hiking the nearby open space. Deer and wild turkeys are often seen on this hole. Trees and a pond hide up the left side of the hole, and the green nestles down and around a wooded corner to the left, protected by a large bunker. The two-tiered putting surface will take only the perfect shot to get close to the pin. Hole 13 is one of the lengthier par 4s. The hole sweeps downhill to a green guarded by 2 large greenside bunkers. And slopes gently from the right and to the back, and is graced with beautiful oaks. This is a very long par 4 at hole number 14, has the narrowest fairway on the golf course. A very large putting green, is very quick from left to right. Enjoy the view of both the western hills and the bay from this green. The last par 3, hole number 15, is a surprisingly small target. This hole is surrounded by 4 large deep bunkers. The green is fairly flat, with a lovely wooded area behind. The 16th hole will dogleg at 90 degrees to the right and then climb steeply to the green, sitting high on the hill. The multi-tiered green is above you and protected by bunkers on the approach. The putting surface is fast, so be careful and try and stay below the hole. Hole 17 is a medium-length par 4. The beauty here is the hole itself that flows gracefully up and to the left. At the next tee, don't become too distracted by the beautiful view of the clubhouse, the bay, and the mountains beyond. Enjoy the scenery on hole number 18. Breathe deep and take it all in. 18 is a straight downhill par 5 with a green protected by a large pond to the right and bunkers long and left. The green has 2 tiers and will slope from back to front. We hope you've enjoyed this journey around the hills and the views of the Palo Alto Hills Golf and Country Club.